This is an urgent appeal from the Disasters Emergency Committee. Hundreds of thousands of people have fled their homes to escape conflict in Ukraine, leaving jobs, belongings and loved ones behind. They need shelter, food and water. You can help. To donate online, search DEC or text radio to 70150 to give £10. Thank you.
Streaming 24/7, this is Brum Radio.
Thank you for downloading this Brum Radio podcast. For more podcasts, visit brumradio.com.
I'm Dave Massey. I'm joined online by Matthew Smith, who is in 25 years of Lord of the Dance from the 16th to the 19th of June at the Alexandra Theatre right here in Birmingham. Good afternoon, Matthew. How are you?
Hi, Dave. I'm really good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us about this production. You're bringing Lord of the Dance to Birmingham as a 25-year production. How long have you been involved in this project for?
So I joined in 2010, so 12 years with the show.
Wow.
And it's absolutely flown by.
Do you remember bringing this to Birmingham before? Is this a show that's been to Birmingham?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but we've been to Birmingham plenty of times. Great Irish contingency in Birmingham. So, yeah, we can't wait to see a load of old faces, some friends and family, and hopefully a load of new fans as well.
I'm coming to see this production for the first time. What sort of things can I expect to see over the 2 hours?
Yeah, so you will see a load of people doing the same dance at the same time, which, do you know what? Even now, I still think it's absolutely amazing when I go out and watch our own show to take notes and make sure we're all doing the same thing. It's great to see. And you know what? It's a classic story of good versus evil with a bit of a love story intertwined, all told through song and dance and great live music. We've got a fantastic vocalist as well. I think it's just 2 hours of just kind of non-stop drama and excitement.
At what point of being involved in this production and Lord of the Dance itself, did you realise that it was part of a huge legacy? Was there a point where you it suddenly occurred to you that it was a legacy?
Yeah, definitely. So, do you know what? I got into Irish dancing from watching the original Lord of the Dance when I was 5 years old. Mm-hmm. So my mum and dad showed me a video of that, and I kind of pointed at the screen and was like, "Yeah, I'd like to do that." They found me a local Irish dance school. I went through the competitive stages, figured out I could do it half decently. And I always knew I wanted to be in the show. That was it from a young age. So I was very aware of how big it was, because that was always the dream, to kind of get into the show. And then when I was 17, I had the opportunity to audition. And thankfully that went well and got in. And then I've been here ever since. So Irish dancing has just grown massively, like over the last 12 years that I've been in the show, but definitely since Lord of the Dance started 25 years ago, that's really propelled it into like the limelight. It's gone from, a hobby, a cultural hobby, to now a really high octane sport. And dancers are now training 6 to 7 times a week so intensely. And now we have a career path after the amateur sport to get into a show and actually have a career out of it.
One of the things that I do as a reviewer is I don't necessarily know what dance steps are being taken on the stage, but I'm somebody that writes about how it feels in terms of what the feeling of the dance means to people, or the choreography means to me when I'm watching it. What feelings do you think the audience have when they're walking away from this at the end of each performance?
Yeah, you know what? That's great, because I think our show has just such a mixture of emotions. It's a kind of roller coaster ride. As I said, it's kind of good versus evil, classic. Okay, but when it's told through dance and the atmosphere with the music as well, and we have some great violinists together, the whole mixture of everything. I think you see people laughing during it. You see people in shock through it. You see people just in awe of what we're doing, and then the applause at the end, and kind of the whole good feeling, good buzz, good vibes of the whole audience at the end is something that is the main takeaway from audience members, that they've come here to watch our show, and they've just got such a high from it and such a buzz and such a good 2 hours. And that's what we love to do, is entertain, and hopefully everyone comes away, feeling pretty good at the end. And that's our aim.
Do you get spotted by Birmingham people, and are we behaved when we see you out and about?
I don't think I'm quite at the stage yet where I'm getting spotted. Michael definitely does, but me not so much, I don't think. But we know that Birmingham has a good rowdy audience, so we're looking forward to that. We love that.
Do the productions does each show get louder through the week as you're here through from the Thursday to the Sunday?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the weekend shows, that's the bread and butter of theatre is your Saturday night. Even a Saturday matinee is fantastic. That's become one of our best shows of the week. We love a Saturday matinee. But do you know what? Every night is as important and as good as the one before. So no matter what night you're coming on, I'm sure you'll have a great time.
I'm really thrilled to be just getting the chance to come and see this production. I first saw Riverdance on Eurovision when it was very first broadcast. And on Eurovision, they still, to this day, talk about the impact of Michael Flatley's music on Eurovision and how it changed perception of Irish dancing at that point in the 90s. So I think it's pretty wonderful just to come down and see this for myself. So thank you for bringing this tour to Birmingham as well.
Great, thank you. Yeah, as you said there, Eurovision was such a massive thing for Irish dancing and Ireland. It really put Ireland on the map, and Irish dancing has just taken off since then, and it's now a worldwide sport and entertainment production.
You can see Matthew Smith in 25 Years a Lord of the Dance at the Alexandra from the 16th to the 19th of June. It's currently on tour until the 17th of July in the UK, and then there's international dates going on until the 24th of November. You can check out the details at lordofthedance.com, or you can go to the Alexandra's website, tickets.com as well, and click on the link there as well. Matthew, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us about this today.
Thanks so much for having me, Dave, and enjoy the show. Give us a shout when you're there, and hopefully we'll get to catch up.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to this Brum Radio podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and rate us on your podcast app.